Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So I thought I would do a bonus video because I will not be going live tonight. I just do not have it in me, guys. I am so incredibly sorry about that, but I need to put myself first, and to be perfectly honest with you, I need to get working on my Impkins because you need an Impkins video next week and I haven't even started them. I know, the shame. So I thought I would hop on and give you a little update on the charity hearts that I am making. Now, these have featured on the channel before, and when I featured them, I explained what it was all about, and then we had a little bit of a guessing game. So, these are the hearts in question. And they are Crochet Heart Motif by Luba Davies. It is a free pattern, and I will link that pattern in the description box so that you guys can check it out. So there is a charity here in the UK called Hearts Healing Hearts, and basically these get given out to hospitals, residential homes for the elderly, hospices, anyone who is sick in hospital, because one of the hearts will be given to the patient or the elderly person and the other heart will be given to their family, which means they are connected together through those hearts, and it just brings some comfort and some well, like I said, a connection between the family and the loved one, because families cannot be there visiting every minute of every day. Now, of course, these are also given out to grieving families as well. Some people like to give the person who has passed away one of the hearts so it will remain with them forever. And then the family has the matching heart to stay with them as well. So this charity is asking for matching pairs of hearts. And I came on and told you that I had found some skeins of cotton in my stash that didn't have a purpose until now, guys. I had 3 skeins of the pink, and it is the I Love This Cotton Super Soft in the colour pink. They are 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 180 yards or 165 meters, 100% cotton. Recommends a 5mm knitting needle and a 5.5mm hook. They are a medium 4 weight. You can wash up to 30 degrees. You can tumble dry, you can iron. I think it's low iron. Do not bleach, and you can dry clean using the solvent A. Hobby Lobby is a store over in America. This is made in Turkey, made with fibres grown in the US. So there we have the yarn band. I Love This Cotton, and I had 3 in the pink. And I had 3 in this gorgeous blue colour called Stonewash. All the same stats, all the same size. So I pulled out these 3 skeins, and I told you that by the end of this month, the charity had set a challenge because they are in need of hearts. They had set out a challenge to see how many hearts they could have sent in for the month of July. Now, we are just about still in July, and I wanted to get at least 1 skein of pink worked up and 1 skein of blue worked up, which I have managed to do, guys. And the guessing game that we had in that previous video was how many pairs did we think Manfa could get out of the skeins? Well, Here are the 2 yarn bands of the 2 that I have used up. I used my 5mm Clover and More. And there we go, the blue one. And there were a couple of correct guesses, let me tell you. Oh, yes, indeedy. And the beautiful thing is, guys, as I have been pairing them up, I have secured them together in their pairs by using a tinsy bit of the same yarn and tying a little bow to keep the 2 together. There are 2 there. So I used up every little bit of each of these skeins of yarn, and I'm going to hold my bag on my lap and we are going to count how many pairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they're getting tangled. 9, 10, 11, 12. Any more pinks? I know there is. 13, 14, 15. So I managed to get 15 pairs of hearts from one skein of the I Love This Cotton. So I have got 15 pairs in the pink, which I am gathering up to show you. Here we go. So I will, of course, work up the other skeins of the yarn that I have set aside for this. There we go. All 15 pairs of the pink. And just to prove, so that I don't have any disbelievers, which I'm sure you're not disbelievers, but for the interest of being honest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So I've got 15 pairs of pink and 15 pairs of blue, which is 60 hearts all together. There's all the blue ones, guys. Which is a nice total for the month to send into Hearts Healing Hearts. I know that one of my gorgeous friends over in the States has pledged to make some as well, and she will send them to me so that I can donate hers with mine. And it will mean that for every skein I get 30 hearts. So in total I will have 90 pink and 90 blue, but I will send them in batches of 30. So for the month of August, I'm going to try and get another 30 pairs done. And then for the month of September, I'm going to try and get another 30 pairs done. And then when those skeins are used up, I am going to dig around in my scrap bin and try and use up some of my lovely leftover scraps. Because I would rather that they get loved and used and appreciated and donated to this wonderful charity then sit in my bin, languishing, doing nothing, and it will be a fab way to use up scraps. Because, speaking of which, spoiler alert, I have finished the third Boggy Creek blanket that I have been making. You know, when I did the continuous granny, I will obviously do a crochet catch up with you at some point and show that blanket. However, when I was using up the yellow, because I did one Hobie cake, did a few rows of yellow kind feather, and then used another Hobie cake, and that's as far as I'm going to explain, because otherwise I'll have nothing to talk about it. I wanted to incorporate some of the yellow that I had put in the middle on the border, and I planned to do a simple border of 2 rows of single crochet. That's US terms, guys. I prefer US terms. I wanted 2 rounds of single crochet just to give it a nice simple border, because I didn't need a very big border to get it to the 40 by 40 ideal size for Boggy Creek. But as I was partially around for the second time, I lost at yarn chicken. So I frogged it back, and I just have a teeny tiny border of 1 row of single crochets on that blanket. And the smidgy bit of yellow that was left over, I thought, why not use that up for hearts as well? So I managed to get another 2 pairs. So I actually have 32 pairs to send off. And I think that is a lovely colour as well. Again, I used the yarn to kind of tie a pretty little bow to join them together. And then what I also plan to do to save the charity some time and some money, I discovered that I have these plastic sealable bags in my stash. They were bought for another purpose, but they have been sat in my stash for a while, not doing anything. So what I plan to do, and apologies for any crinkles, I plan to take 1 pair of hearts, pop it in the bag, and obviously that bag is way too big, so I am going to fold it over once, and then fold it over twice, and then with the sticky, I am going to stick it and send the hearts already bagged, so that the charity just have to grab whatever amount of these they need, pop them in a mailer and send it to whichever place needs the hearts. So I might even put 2 pairs in 1 pack, because you could definitely fit another pair here. And sometimes they do send them out to more than just the person who is unfortunately in the situation. They send it to more than just 1 family member. So it could be 1 for the patient and 3 family members if I send them in batches of 2. So just talking to you guys has meant that I now have a plan. So obviously when I get off of this video, I am going to spend some time bagging these up ready for the charity. I will then pop them in an envelope and send them to where they need to go. And because it's within the UK, it's not going to cost a fortune in postage. It will mean that the first batch is out. They will be able to include my number of 32 pairs in their running total. And as it stands, we are very close to 1,000 pairs of hearts that many people involved in that group have contributed, which is fabulous. And if we can keep this little donation train going, hopefully these hearts will bring some love and comfort to people in some very, very tricky, difficult and heartbreaking circumstances. We just need to give them a little bit of love and joy, but also let them know that there are people out there that are thinking of them. So just a little side note before I go, I have for the very first time plugged in my new microphone. It glows all sorts of pretty colours, and I have no idea what the sound is going to be like until I play this back. Hopefully it'll be fine and I don't need to record all over again. Let me know if you noticed a difference in the sound or whether it is pretty much the same to my normal sound. If it needs adjusting at all, let me know, because I did have to get Mike to fiddle around with some settings before it was usable. So we may not quite have it as we need it. But this is the trial run. And Rita, thank you again for the lovely gift. And yeah, for the month of August, I am going to try and get at least another 30 pairs to send in to this gorgeous charity. Now, there is something to be said for using your stash to help others, to help a charity, and to spread the yarny love. Because what better image of yarny love than actual hearts made out of yarn? Now, the acrylic hearts are just as nice in my opinion as the cotton hearts, so I don't think I am going to be limited in scraps either once these designated skeins have been used. But I did say I would pop on and give you an update. I did use a whole skein of each, and there are 2 bonus pairs as well. So I am really pleased with what I managed to get done, and I will of course be sending them with all my love to the families that sadly have to use them. Yeah, so I think that about wraps it up. Like I said, let me know how the sound is. Let me know, did you guess correctly that you could get 15 pairs out of a skein? And I will obviously keep you updated as to whether I hit the target of at least 30 for the next couple of months as well. Yeah, spreading the yarny love, nothing better. Anyway, guys, like I said, this is a bonus video because I am not going live tonight. Hopefully this will upload on the Saturday that I am recording. I hope you are all keeping well and staying safe, and you are having a fabulous weekend so far. There will be content Monday to Thursday next week, so I look forward to seeing you then. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love you loads.